You think this is a game, nigga. Who, me? You're absolutely right. I do think that all of you out there in La La Land, I do think that you think this is a game. However, it's not a game. Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles, ladies and gentlemen of the world, welcome back to the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show with me, Messenger Christopher, Spirit World X, the chosen one. Well, it's once again such a pleasure to have the opportunity to come back to you all and reach out to you with another Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show shift clip. Featuring, of course, the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show, featuring an audio version of the Book of Life, Light and Dark Forces, the Book of You, brought to you by our Trinities, our authentic Trinities, High Council of the High Council of the Order of the Crystal Keys. Please forgive me, guardians, and you beautiful brothers and sisters out there for the for the little glitch, I guess you could say, in the Matrix. Well, here I am again, taking the opportunity to give all of you an opportunity to see another individual who is, I don't know, I've seen a couple of his video thumbnails, some of the comment sections that read "Rest in Peace," no differently than the other flying monkey, Stephen Darby, of Stephen Darby Ministries, who, of course, has also been working real time to do everything he can to play his part in hijacking this redemption process. And I can assure you, Stephen Darby is not dead. Rashad Jamal is probably not in jail. They are, of course, individuals who have, for the most part, spent their load. And they do not have any more supply as a result of me deciding to catch all of them up in the web that they were trying to weave for me, as a result of them not having the capacity to eliminate me, to kill me. This is the method that they have, that the system that, of course, controls social media, controls the use of the radio frequencies so that you and I can communicate, and the very same individuals who control the Fed and control the justice system, or should I say the injustice system. Now, why am I doing what I'm doing here on social media? Well, I'm doing what I'm doing because I have every right to challenge the government, the governmental authority, not only as a result of it being a constitutional right, but I have been chosen by the very, very powerful High Council of the Order of the Crystal Keys to establish and advance your long ago prophesied to come redemption process, happening since 2021 on YouTube, of course. A tool that has been for decades, just as the internet has been used to maintain a psychological operation, let's say. Well, that's, of course, what it's used for. But to maintain an agenda through processes like content creators, creating video content, and for the steering of your perception. We're going to truly get so deep into what's going on very shortly, brothers and sisters. It's going to spin your head around on your shoulders. much like Reagan in The Exorcist. Oh my. So, I have a lot to say here, and what I want to do is give you an opportunity to get abreast, to get ahead of all of the deception, so that these individuals don't have the opportunity to hijack this redemption process. So what I've done is I have written everything that I want to say down on this paper here. All right. And what I'll do is go ahead and read it to you, and then show you the videos I'd like you to check out, so that you can get ahead of get ahead of the curve and not behind it. These individuals want to control the time narrative because they knew that I was coming a long time ago, and they have been doing everything they can since the acknowledgement of my arrival in social media, over the internet, to make sure that I do not reach out to all of you with the truth. So I'm doing everything I can on my end to make sure that you brothers and sisters, you beautiful Jews and Gentiles out there across the world, whether you're Arab, Asian, Indian, European, or Jewish, which of course would be the melanated African and Black people. And I want you all to know that I truly, truly love what I'm doing. I know many of you're probably thinking, this guy's out of his mind. He must be afraid. Well, if that were the case, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd probably be sitting somewhere under a tree and, carrying a submachine gun or something, waiting for the darkness to overrun me. But I'm not. I'm sitting under perfect light right now, and I'm glad to be here. So let me go ahead and read to you what I have written down. Now, in an attempt to block, I'm reading from this, in an attempt to block the 2021 established redemption process, long ago prophesied to come to humanity, launched by yours truly, Messenger Christopher Spirit World X, the Mahdi, the Chosen One, and brought to you by our Trinities, High Council of the Order of the Crystal Keys, the non-government organization orchestrators of our present false reality narrative, because while censoring my channel, they realize they cannot kill me. They instead are pulling all the stops through social media. All right. Of course, with the use of many, many chaos content creators. Now, all of these agent flying monkeys like Stephen Darby, 19 Keys, Tony Browder, Bobby Hemmett, Papa Duck, Louis Farrakhan, Spiritual Soul, that's SOL, all right? They all, if you notice, brothers and sisters, they all have the same pattern of deceit. While outside of them, there are videos being produced, tarot card videos that are being produced, and videos with thumbnails that say, Chosen One, you are so powerful, and you might see there is a female with wings on her back, and you may see a female with a red arrow pointed at her, and then right on the other side of that screen or that video, you'll see a small circle that's sitting on the chest of another male or a female. These individuals, totally deceptive, all of them. Okay, I want you to be aware of them. Stephen Darby, especially, I want to give special mention to Stephen Darby, who's not dead, okay, and Bobby Hemmett. They, of course, in their videos, they discuss. Now, in their videos, of course, they've been produced over the last couple years. And after watching my videos, these individuals have taken all of the information out of my videos, and they've created their own videos repackaging all of the information that I espouse in the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show video compilation, and of course redistributed these videos back out to the world with fake date and time stamps, with fake viewer counts. You'll see a lot of their videos have 270,000 views, and for instance, the one I just showed you, I think it has 121,000 views and 200 comments, and I would think there would be a lot more comments than just 200 if there are that many hundreds of thousands of people watching, wouldn't you? Anyways, it doesn't take that much for me to expose these sick, very, very, very unstable, very controlling, and desperate for money, and desperate to be able to hold on to their place in the pyramid that they find themselves within, the pyramid of deception over humanity. And, I'm going to continue to expose these individuals. Well, let me go on. Stephen Darby and Bobby Hemmett discuss many of the revelations I do in my videos. Bobby Hemmett, in the video that I just showed you, that of course is date and time stamped for, I think, between 9 and 13 years ago. None of it's true. These videos are being present day made based upon all that I have been guided to give all of you brothers and sisters in the form of information in regards to things like the False Christ Church and the 5013C clearance that they have by the government. Things that a normal human being shouldn't know, like the fact that the CIA created the Bloods and the Crips, and of course, the justice system maintains the drugs being put into our communities. And of course, I know them well because I used to party like a rock star. Anyways, so both of these gentlemen, especially among the many flying monkeys and the gatekeepers, they discuss things like Bobby Hemmett, of course, in this video, discusses concentration camps being built. Stephen Darby talks about gatekeepers. Bobby Hemmett talks about Jews being black people. He attempts to maintain confusion in regards to melanated brothers and sisters being hired by the system, who presently controls the degrading of your conscious awareness by sending out individuals who bring disruption to your communities. And literally, they will literally, if one of these individuals, or after they commit the crime that they commit, they will get arrested by the police, and you will see them get arrested by the police. And when they get to the station, they'll be left right out the back door. Now, isn't that something? Well, this is the level of deception and manipulation of your perception that is going on at this moment, brothers and sisters. Believe me, I would not be here having the capacity to expose these psychopaths and, of course, allow you an opportunity to know this depth of truth if it weren't true. My guides, which are a reflection of both you and I, with, of course, a higher field of conscious awareness, they would not give me this information if it were not true. So The proof that everything I have said in my worldwide paradigm shift show video compilation, in regards to all of the methods that these individuals use to maintain your mind control programming, is that these gatekeepers, these individual flying monkeys that I am talking about, these individuals are doing everything they can to redirect your attention away from certain aspects of what I'm talking, of what I am accusing our government of doing, okay? For instance, Bobby Hemmett, in his video, Voodoo Guerrilla Warfare, okay, he lies about the reality of Baphomet and what Baphomet really means. You know, Baphomet, the human body with the animal head. He tells you some very, very confusing, distorted explanation of what Baphomet is, and none of that is true. Okay? Baphomet is a representation of the blending of the beast's field of perception with human conscious function, which, of course, exists with a higher field of sensory depth perception than the beast, okay? I'll explain that to you very, very, very finely very soon on the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show. This coward, Bobby Hemmett, also let's see here. He lies about the 501c clearance that the False Christ Church, that the black church is under. And he tells you the reason why they have a 501c clearance is because the government wants them to only talk about, certain things, and they're not allowed to talk about things that they're told not to talk about. And he might as well just be real clear in saying that the Christ is not a singular man, but a field of conscious awareness, and which of course brings me to William Donahue. Look up that name and look at his video on Christ consciousness. He's another individual flying monkey who he's a European man who's been hired by the system. He has a fake date and time stamp on his video also. And the explanation that Bobby Hemmett gives you of the reason melanated churches have a 501c3 clearance is totally nothing but balderdash. It's all bullcrap, okay? And just like he is, Bobby Hemmett has always been an agent working for the CIA. No differently than Louis Farrakhan. No differently, this is how it is that there is a close relationship with the CIA and Louis Farrakhan in regards to Brother Malcolm X's death. Look it up. Do your own research. So, what Bobby Hemmett said in regards to the 501c3 clearance is and was said to divert you away from the truth of the process of inversion of the melanated man and woman's mind. Okay? We are spirit beings whose minds are and have been inverting by electromagnetic misalignment from our Trinity's highest and lowest division. We'll get into that very, very soon, very shortly. And by the way, look out for anyone on the internet talking about our Trinity and the frequency that we exist by, our field of conscious awareness. And because these people are attempting to do everything to discredit me and to, of course, put me in a position where I just want to give up and just end my life. And of course, does it look like that's going to happen there, you psychopaths? It isn't. I'm going to be here no differently than I told you I would years ago until the wheels fall off of everything you're doing. Okay? Mark my words. So, getting back to what I was saying to you, beautiful brothers and sisters out there. So, notice how Bobby Hemmett, in his video Voodoo and Guerrilla Warfare, is being led into different subjects, by the way, by an audience member, okay? And how after he is reading from the script that he's reading from in that video, he checks off his targeted subject talking points with a check. He goes, okay, so y'all understand what I'm saying? Check. And then you'll hear his audience member reminding him, his handler reminding him of what he has to put in this video to make it a complete manipulation of your minds. Okay? So pay attention to that. And why are these people doing this, brothers and sisters? Censoring my channel. While censoring my channel, they know to keep you away from me, the holder of the truth of your authentic, true reality within this electromagnetic radio frequency spectrum that we call the Trinity, as we electromagnetically convert through our Trinity's lowest division, the carbon field, okay, of solid, liquid, and gas. These individuals do not want you to have any connection to the truth, and they will do everything under the sun to make sure that there is a disconnection between you and the Most High. All right? Whether you want to call that Most High, Allah, God, the Creator, I am going to give you the greatest amount of clarity you could imagine existing in regards to that field of infinite conscious potential, intelligence, awareness, coming up on the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show in just a few short Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show video clips. And so these individuals want to control the time narrative to maintain advancing an agenda that's thousands of years old, involving your present Jewish infinite conscious function and your Gentile finite conscious awareness and function. Okay? Bobby Hemmett, Louis Farrakhan, Tony Broder, the CIA, and all the non-government organizations. Well, let me start that over. An agenda that Bobby Hemmett, Louis Farrakhan, Tony Broder, the CIA, and all the non-government organizations control functions that hold together the psychological operation that you have for so long called the modern civilization have been chosen to be a part of weaving, okay, through the law. I'll read that one more time. An agenda that's thousands of years old, involving your present conscious function, conscious awareness. An agenda, Bobby Hemmett, Louis Farrakhan, Tony Broder, Sam Vaknin, let's see, the Walk Heavy channel on YouTube, the Spiritual Baddie channel on YouTube, the Draconic Priestess on YouTube, a tarot reader. Let's see, Walk Heavy, the Walk Heavy channel I think I said that already. If I haven't, check her out. She's big time deceptive. We the Chosen Ones Ministries on YouTube. And for the most part, all of the videos that have Chosen One in the heading. Every one of them are being used to maintain your disconnection from me so as to continue advancing. All right? Continue advancing an agenda that's thousands of years old, involving your present conscious function. An agenda that Bobby Hemmett, Louis Farrakhan, Tony Browder, the CIA, and all the non-government organization control functions that hold together the psychological operation you have for so long called modern civilization have been chosen to be a part of weaving through the law. That's all I have for you at the moment. I want to thank you for joining me. And I also want to remind you there's another video that I would like you to look at that was recently uploaded by Bobby Hemmett with a fake date and time stamp on it for 12, 13 years ago, 9 years ago. It's called Jesus Christ is Really the Devil. Brothers and sisters, what these people are attempting to do, because they have known the truth and they know how it is you and I exist in this matrix program, and have been maintaining the degrading of our conscious existence for generations. Of course, many of them are not that old, but they've been chosen to work in accordance with this age-old conspiracy over human conscious function and your manifest potential as Jews, your non-electromagnetic and electromagnetic manifest potential consigned to you Jews and Gentiles. And I kind of lost myself, but oh yeah, check out the video, Jesus Christ is Truly the Devil, and I'll see you very soon on the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show. I want to thank all of you again for staying tuned to the most heavily censored channel on the internet. And remember, stay awoke. Your redemption draweth nigh. Prepare to rise. And to my haters, your downfall is days away. Carry on.